Time now for your forewarned weather with Garrett James.
So Garrett, I know everyone's hoping for that fresh snow, but are we actually going to see that snow is the big question.
Oh yeah, Courtney, we are absolutely going to be seeing it. In fact, that's one of the main reasons that we're looking at winter storm watches in effect. We're looking at the potential for 5 to 15 inches of snow across most of the mountains. However, for the cottonwoods, ooh, that's a different story. 12 to 24 inches is going to be possible, and then naturally, locally higher amounts, that's going to be possible. That is also going to lead to difficult travel. So if you do have any travel plans this weekend and you do have to drive through some of the snow, make sure that you're being very careful. All right, let's go ahead and change gears. Look at the radar. Not seeing any of that precip right now. It's all too far to the west at the present time. But take a look at this. The Futurecast shows that first system is going to be giving us some moisture overnight tonight. In fact, as early as tomorrow morning around 5, 6 o'clock, we'll be looking at showers, maybe even a couple rumbles of thunder being possible in the far southern part of the state, in Washington and Kane County, around the Kanab area, maybe even as far to the west as Apple Valley. But we are going to be looking at these gradually working their way to the north and northeast. As that happens, we're going to be looking at the upper elevations starting to see that transition to snow. Take a look at that. We're starting to see that around the Iron Cane, Garfield County areas taking place, especially around the Bryan Head area, which they had their opening today. So some good news for them as we are going to be tracking this snow starting to develop. And it's really not going to be ramping up until we get to Sunday. So take a look at this. By Saturday afternoon, we're going to be looking at snow in the northern part of the state starting to develop, moving to the east, but it's along the front that we're really going to start to see this precip start to really ramp up. Take a look at this. Compared from 6 a.m. to 8 a.m., there is a big difference, especially around Beaver, Cedar City, even Bryan Head. Going to be looking at some heavy snow being possible, and all this precip lasts throughout the remainder of the day on Sunday into Monday morning. High temperature trends trending downward for the Wasatch Front, going to be below average by the time we get to Sunday, and then we're going to stay below average for St. George. So temperatures over the next 10 days look to be about average, but precip looks to be a bit on the drier side of things. Temperatures right now mainly in the 40s across the Beehive states, but the further south you go, the more likely it is that you'll see the 50s. And the farther north you go, more likely it is that you're going to see the 30s and 20s, and that includes overnight tonight. Tomorrow's highs, we'll see a mixed bag of temperatures, 40s for Evanston, but mainly in the 50s. Further south you go, more likely to hit about 60 degrees. For the Wasatch Front, we're going to be looking at isolated showers tomorrow, showers Sunday, slight chance Monday morning, then we dry out, maybe a slight chance by Thursday, with temperatures fluctuating between the 50s and 40s. St. George, on the other hand, scattered showers through the weekend with temperatures in the 60s, but 50s by the beginning of the week. Courtney, back to you.